Hi, welcome to this Oracle flip deck reading. So this is just a flip deck that I made using the Work Your Light Oracle deck. And today I'm just going to intuitively kind of choose a card from this deck and see what message Spirit wants to bring through to you. All right, let's see. Interesting, it did not land on an Oracle card. We have this blank card that says the best on it with these flowers at the bottom. So I interspersed the Oracle cards with different little like crafty bits. So let's see. What I'm hearing is the best lies ahead of you. And it's almost like you have a blank slate. That's why they were giving me this blank page for the message. And the message is that you've somehow cleared something. I'm hearing karma for some of you. I'm hearing like limiting beliefs for others. I feel like there's a variety of people that might hear this message. So the collective is going to be made up of people going through different experiences. But the one thing that they have in common is they're about to step into a new phase of their life. And something you've done has enabled this new phase to be beginning, like right now, like you're just starting, like you've just crossed this threshold. And what lies ahead of you is like this blank slate. Like a lot of times when we enter a new phase, we bring a lot of our past with us. And that's what's specifically different about this message, is that you are really being given or just experiencing a blank slate kind of energy because of the work that you've done up until this point. And you've really cleared a lot that is going to help you in this next phase. It's going to make things in this next phase much, much easier to do. So if you're trying to reach a goal or, just anything that you're trying to accomplish, it's going to be a lot easier this time than if you were to do something like what you're going to be doing in this new phase. If you were to have done that in the past or attempted it in the past, you had something that was in your energy field or within you, in your thinking, in your belief system, something like that. I'm even hearing for some of you, like in your ancestral line, that had to be cleared before you could be successful with this next phase of your life. So I was saying, like in the past, if you had attempted this, it wouldn't have worked out. You would have just been met with obstacle after obstacle. It would have been just like frustrating. And it's going to be much easier, much more, I'm hearing smooth sailing for this next phase. So whoever I'm speaking to, you're someone who's done a lot of work on yourself. Like I'm feeling like it was intentional, like shadow work, personal development, those kinds of things where you've really looked at yourself and said, what do I need to change, or what do I need to take responsibility for so I can create something different for myself? I'm feeling like this sense of frustration that you've experienced where you realized that you weren't able to achieve what it was you wanted to achieve because it was something inside of you, and you totally accepted this. It wasn't something outside of you, and you knew that. You realized that there was nothing stopping you but yourself, and you were determined to take care of whatever that thing was so that you could achieve what you wanted. I'm feeling an energy of somebody who's very determined, very resilient. You've been knocked down many, many times and you keep getting up, and you're determined to not keep making the same mistakes. And you really have like this open-mindedness about you and a self-awareness. That's really the word here that's coming through, is this self-awareness that you're the one that's ultimately responsible for your life, for your reality, what you experience. And you know that. And you know that in order to achieve whatever it is you're trying to achieve, that you're the one that needs to take responsibility for for everything that goes into that. And you know how much what's like subconscious, what's not on the surface, what's not obvious, plays such a pivotal role in whether or not that happens, or whether or not it happens on an easier way. So you did what you needed to do. You looked at yourself. You're willing to look at yourself in the proverbial mirror and figure out what needs to heal. And you've done that work. And Spirit is saying, like, congratulations, you have done an amazing job. And you're like at the next level. Like, you've actually shifted something within you that is enabling you to enter this new phase where the best is ahead. And you're going to feel it that way. You're going to look back and say, this has been like the best phase of my life, is what I'm hearing. So that's really, really exciting and encouraging, I think. So I just like to keep these messages on these Oracle flip card readings short and to the point. I hope that this resonates with you and gives you a little bit of confidence in this next phase that you're moving into, that it's going to be a lot different and you're going to find the success that you've been seeking. All right. Thank you so much for watching. If this resonated, please consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you really soon. Bye now.